Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are hanging out here on the Citadel server in West Hill, working on the river and a bunch of other stuff that needs doing around the valley. And before I actually fly off, I think I need to double check to make sure that I've got enough rockets, because we've been doing a lot of jumping the river back and forth. I was about to head out that way, but I realized I did some gunpowder collecting at the end of the last stream, and yes, we are low on rockets. That should do. And I'll leave this here. Don't know if I had another place for gunpowder, so put that there for now. Turing, Dan, Blast, Obu, good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday so far. So we've been working on this Spruce River, which is the one on the west side of the valley, and it scrolls around under the bridge and heads up that way. And we got most of this done yesterday. We're gonna have to do more along this way today, but there's also one little bit over here that has yet to be filled in, so we'll have to do that too. Jay Fooey, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Won't be needing those. No, I should have brought that extra shulker box back. Whoops. Hey, there's Dan. I'm still not entirely sure what's happening with this property, so we've been focusing on the underground stuff, at least for now. Well, I know I have to fill in at least the back part of this. Is it me or is it really dark in here? Didn't realize that just a simple overhang would cause so much problem. Dimar, hello. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Welcome in. What have people been up to? I was out with some friends last night. A buddy of mine was celebrating his 50th birthday, so that was a good time. The holidays are over. What holidays were you celebrating? Was it Lunar New Year? I know that there's like a family day. I think tomorrow, at least in Canada, kids don't have school. Well, I think it's a stat holiday. Like a federal holiday. 50 is a big boy number. Yeah, we were teasing Matt about that last night. You got to be careful when you're teasing your older friends because sooner or later you hit the same numbers. And depending on how you feel about it, whatever you do might get turned back around on you. It was all in good fun. No one was really teasing too bad, though. I do. Yep, I do the spawn chunks with Pixorifs. A new episode is going to be recorded tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Talking about the new bogged skeleton mob. I don't know that anybody is going to call them bogged. I think what people are going to call them is bog skeletons. I don't think anybody's going to call them the bogged. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I think it's a pretty unexciting addition, as a matter of fact. It's not really something we're going to talk about for any length of time, I don't think. Actually, that reminds me, I've got a little bit of housekeeping to do on the SpawnChunks website. We've had some issues with our web forum for email not working. So if people have been writing in, just use the SpawnChunk mail address, which is spawnchunkmail@gmail.com. Don't use the website. Just type it into your favorite email client and do it that way. You knew you recognized the voice. Well, hey, I'll take that as a compliment. Good to know I'm recognizable even without a camera. Although, I guess I could probably recognize a lot of people that I listen to, podcasts and streamers, Hermitcraft. Like, I bet you there's a few people that if I happen to be sitting behind them or something in an airport, I would 100% know it was them from their voice. Whoops. So I think here we'll have to make some sort of interesting shape to get this to transition nicely to a deeper part of the river. Looks pretty good. So what we'll do is probably round this off a bit. Feel like that works. And I don't think I have to get rid of this grass first. I think we can just place dirt right on top of it. We might have to go get more dirt. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Thanks ever so much. Good to see you. Appreciate the support. I normally call strays stray skeletons just so they fit with normal skeletons and wither skeletons. See, I call strays strays. It's weird. I think that bogged just doesn't describe a skeleton to me. You know, like I guess a stray doesn't really either. It's just, I'd be very curious to be a fly on the wall for that meeting where they decided to name them bogged. I mean, given what it is, you might as well have called them the boring, because they really don't offer a heck of a lot. DMR subscribing with Prime. Thanks so much. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and then you can use that Prime sub to join the Joel Duggan Discord. And there is a live recording of the Citadel Cafe in the Discord when that happens, as well as access to a bunch of different cool chat rooms and a little Minecraft community. You get to take a look at Infinity Cove from within the Discord, see what's happening there. It's also where I let people know when I'm going live. I post links to all the VODs. Well, the Twitch VODs anyways. The YouTube VODs just show up. I'm assuming everybody here is already subscribed to the free Joel Duggan VODs YouTube channel, because that'll keep you up to date too. I think it's just bang VODs in chat. If anybody wants a link. Bog just looks like a mossy skeleton. Yeah, that's all it is. And they could have called it mossy skeletons, right? What normally spawns in lush caves? Is it just like everything? Because it would have been cool to have like a specific mossy mob like that. I would prefer them come up with something new though. You know, I would rather like a moss beast or I don't know, like just something different. Oh, maybe it's not bang VODs. Let me try. Oops. Maybe it's just VOD. I can't type today. Nope. Oh well. I can just do it that way. So for people watching later on, I mean, you're probably already here, but it's YouTube and then Joel Duggan VODs. The VODs command could also be moderator. What if I tried just VODs with an S? Yeah, it's moderator only, and that's probably what it is. I do know most of the commands, but I forget which ones are set to mod only. Well, that's that hole filled in. A couple little bits to get rid of along here. Excellent. Don't think... yeah, I guess I have to do that side too. That hasn't been done. We'll go down that way after we finish the northern part. This is all smoothed out. So it's really just what's happening on the other side of the river here. And we've already done the river's edge, so it's just going to be a matter of removing a lot of the sand and gravel and clay along here. And then we're going to have to come in, maybe tone some of this down as well. I don't mind that this is a little bit deeper. That's fine. I think we have an entire shulker box full of clay because of all the work that we've been doing in the rivers. I mean, it's here. You might as well take it. Now this is where the river might actually get a little bit more shallow as we carve the edges of it in a nicer way. It might start to meet in the middle at a higher spot, but we'll have to see. Another reason why I've not run back and gotten more dirt is because I knew that we'd be collecting a lot more here too. Pots for later. Yeah, I was really curious about a couple things, and I noticed that Exumavoid on Hermitcraft has been building pillars out of clay pots. They look really cool. I think that was probably gravel at some point. So this is probably one of the more narrow spots, but I like the fact that this was out by 2. So I'll pop this out by 1. Actually, that should be coarse dirt, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. A slightly different layout. And then from here, we can measure down and figure out how wide the river's going to be. So I don't know if it'll actually get down this far. But that's the cross section there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll just do a line of horse dirt. And actually, again, it looks like this would be more fun if it wasn't so boring with a single layer. Maybe we'll add a decent little shelf here. Would make sense, I think, in this area to have this be 2 wide. Maybe even 3. Yeah. And then from here, we'll be looking at going down like this. Yeah, I guess we'd probably just take the time to fill that in, call that the bottom. Tara Cirrus with the Prime sub, 28 months. Thanks so much. Very much appreciated. Thanks for the heads up, Dan. Sorry, folks, didn't see that in time. I don't understand why some people need to say things like that in chat. Like, just what do you think is going to happen? I'm gold. Hello. I guess I can put some of this stuff in here. Almost an entire shulker box full of sand again. Wild. Right, so if we brought all this down, this would get moved. Except for this part here. So now we just have to do this side. Give us a good idea of what we're dealing with. That looks right. How is the bread this week? The bread is currently fermenting right now. It is a new, well, not necessarily a really new recipe. It's a little bit more water and it's 75% whole wheat, just for something different. So we'll see. We'll see. I still haven't figured out the best way in my current setup because I don't have a large enough oven to fit 2 Dutch ovens in at once. At least not for the size of the loaf that I want to make. So I know I could bake like one and then bake the other one immediately thereafter, but I'm thinking about going to the gym after stream, so I might wait. I may also have to look up, I think you can arrest the fermentation by putting it in the fridge if you want to. So I'll have to look at seeing what I might want to do. But I don't know if I'm experienced enough to really start messing with that kind of stuff, so we'll see. But the last loaf came out good, like tasted great. I think getting to know my apartment and kitchen environment has helped. Like, I feel like I now know what to look for. So rather than just waiting the 5 hours for fermentation, if it doesn't look like it's done, then I can give it an extra hour. And I now know that if I need to do that, then 5 to 6 hours total is normal for my kitchen. So that should be good. I know it's wintertime in here, but you know, in the region, but like it's warm in my apartment. It's not like it's cold in here. So you would think that it would not take extra time, but I do also live in a pretty humid spot. Even in the wintertime, dry here is just relative. We're in a pretty humid area. Oh, all of this is going to be filled in. Well, I think all of it's going to be filled in. Officially out of dirt. Okay. We'll have to go change the shulker box out. We need anything else? Probably get some more gravel too. And a spare shulker box for all the spare bits. Hey, Gappy the Twitch guy, welcome back. Go in this way. Whoa. Gravel should be here. Oh, I guess we don't have that much gravel. Okay. That should help with the coarse dirt. And then the rest of the stuff I can just put back here. Nope, we crash, we crash. Crap. I don't want to get rid of that mod, but it does cause some problems. I don't know if it works better on 1.20.4. It might. I don't believe it's been updated. Which is too bad, because it's a fun... it makes Minecraft feel more modern. Alright, well, I won't bother with any of that. I'll just get the extra shulker box. Where's the best place to check up on the progress of the Citadel? Anywhere you can see it in a hole. It's been a while since I've had time to tune in. Depending on how long it's been, there is a tour I did a couple of years ago with Alistair on my YouTube channel. But all the VODs are on the YouTube channel, which Dan Grice has linked up in chat. So just go there and watch the VODs. They're all named pretty accurately. So like it's, you know, river landscaping part 1, 2, 3, you know, farmhouse, wheat field part 1, 2, 3, that kind of stuff. Should be pretty easy to sort out what you're looking for. Weird that it doesn't crash when I'm over here. It's only when I'm in the storage room, it seems. I don't think I want that to get deeper, but I should probably also do a little bit of sculpting along through here. Puma, we're working on the north part of the Spruce River here in the West Hill Valley. We're just removing sand and gravel and making it look nice. Pretty chill. There's nothing too creative happening at the moment. But that's good. Like you know, it's all part of the game. You know, you can't glaze over the legwork in survival, right? I mean, this would be just as much work, minus the block collection. It would be just as much work in creative. I mean, maybe there might be a couple of tools that could help you, but really, you'd still be doing this on your own, I think. That's good. That's good. So we'll have to come in and put a better footing on that so it looks a little bit more sturdy. This will probably end up being cobblestone. I think I was going with like a solid beat all the way around. Yes. Maybe we'll continue that here. That looks right. This actually might be better off with like a little bit of a dip rather than filling it all in. Although, actually, this is not that many. Yeah, okay, so we'll fill in that part, but I'll fill in this part too. Because chances are when we get this down far enough, it would cover up most of it anyway. Yeah, I think the tour was like a February or a March from 2022. Pretty sure. And it was mostly my builds on the server. We didn't touch on other people's. But you can check out other streaming channels from the Citadel. Although I'm definitely the one that streams the most. But I've been spending most of my time here in West Hills, so I haven't done a lot of work around the server. There has been some, just not a lot. Oh, out of dirt again. Man, it does not take long. Am I not picking these up? What's going on here? Now I've lost connection to the server. Awesome. Having a buggy day. Puma, how come you don't end up playing past Diamond Tools? Like, that's when the game gets good, if you ask me. Oh, it's netherite is the new ore. That's what these are. That's netherite there. I keep on meaning to retexture it. I just haven't gotten around to it. The only netherite armor I wear is boots. I don't bother with anything else. I took the time before they changed how netherite worked to go do like my shovel and my axe and stuff. Yeah, you find netherite scrap in the nether, and then you've got to combine it with gold to make netherite ingots. And then from the netherite ingots, you have to have a smithing template plus a diamond, and then you can upgrade your stuff. It's actually, you know, a pretty serious endeavor if you want to do everything, like if you want to do all of your gear and all that stuff. Looks right. Yeah, I think we'll just fill this in. And then we will remove this part and probably smooth that out a little bit, although it's not bad. It's not terrible. I think that's pretty good. When updates come out, do you need to go make a new world every time? No, you just have to load new chunks. So for example, I'd have to go outside of what you see. So like my map will tell me where I've loaded. And so if I want new chunks, I have to go outside of that. Zero's Minimap is the name of the mob. Zero's Minimap and Zero's World Map. Very handy. I quite like them. Very up to date. They update almost too much. It's a little annoying sometimes, but at least you know you're never going to have to wait for an update, which is nice. They don't really change anything about it either. They fix bugs and they update it, and so they're not constantly like adding things that make it break or unnecessary additions. It's nice that way. Did I bring a bed with me? I did. Fresh ICT, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. So this is about where I wanted to stop all the custom stuff. Crazy that we have an entire shulker box of sand from just sculpting out this river. And we have an entire shulker box of clay from not this river, but like the whole biome. The work that we've been doing in the biome, we 100% have collected at least a shulker box of clay. Well, that I think I've got some clay balls and some pots and stuff in it, but most of the shulker box is clay. It's nice when you're doing something like this in your own area where you don't have to worry about ruining the aesthetic or changing too much of it for other people. It's only you. Crazy, he says that he talks about resculpting entire biomes. Well, I guess, I mean, you got to remember, like, some of this is cathartic, some of it is good content or easy content, you know. It's nice to have a breadth of different things to do in Minecraft, where if you're feeling tired or you're not feeling creative, you know, you can do one of the grindy tasks, or if you're, you know, wanting to do something more technical and not have to worry too much about how something looks, then you can do that. It's always nice. Oh no, I know you're not criticizing. I know. I think that's the thing. It's all about perspective. Like when you've been playing the game as much as I have, then something like this is a pretty nominal task. Like I've done it 3 or 4 times before. So knowing what's involved and just trucking through, like it's really, I don't find it daunting at all because I've done it. You know, if anything, I think if I was to go and do a big redstone farm, like this switch to doing like a sci-fi build area in the future, that to me is going to require a lot more thought and planning, and I won't be able to just kind of go from the hip in the same way that I can do a lot of stuff around West Hill now without a heck of a lot of planning. Something is feeling weird there, but can't quite put my finger on it. Doing your underwater, does doing underwater have that big of an effect? It does for me. I'm going a little bit overboard, but I'm basically just making sure that the rivers have some design to them in the places that you can see the rivers. So because of this little point of interest here, this little dock, I kind of want the ability for a player to be here and not see weird janky stuff. So really, like, we're basically done in terms of the sculpting. Like once I finish going around the bend there, we're pretty much done with all the sculpting, and then it's just gonna be a matter of going in and using some bone meal and stuff like that. I'll add a few things down here, like some bigger rocks and stuff. But yeah, it's not too worried about it. I think it makes a big difference. So like if you go, if I have, do I have another area? I guess we can just go this way. So like you can see, like this is what the Minecraft rivers look like normally, right? Like these are all natural rivers. But then if we fly farther south here to a river that I've done, I feel like it has a much different look, right? Compared to over here, which is not quite finished. Like we've got a lot of it sculpted in. There's a little bit of foliage in the bottom, but then quite quickly, it just goes back to us, like just starting to work on this river. So, because we started back here 2 or 3 streams ago. It also serves as a good resource collection technique for future projects because I'm not getting rid of anything. Like this would take less time if I wasn't collecting all of the stuff too, right? But because of that, I feel like I can kind of future-proof and not have to worry about starting a new project and then thinking like, oh gosh, where am I going to get all the material for this? I'll already have it. So about here, I think, is where we'll stop with the coarse dirt. And then everything else from this point on will just be really, really basic stuff. Yeah, I'm a naturally patient person anyway, so this kind of work it's really, I know the payoff, and I understand that it all takes time. And I think that's the thing too, is I don't mind if things take a little while, because it's more content. Like if things were super speedy in this game, I would be constantly trying to come up with new things to do because I would be blowing through my ideas super quickly. But because the game has a bit of a grind to it, it facilitates two things. Like one, it's a nice chill environment for a stream. It's much different than streaming something like Fortnite or Call of Duty or something like that, right? Am I out of dirt again? I am out of dirt again. Wow. We've gone through a lot of dirt. That's good. My storage room is pretty full. Almost there. Oh, that doesn't go there. Oh, I have dirt on me. Or was that from, that was from there. All right, well, while it's nighttime, let's go fill this back up again. Actually, it's a good time to take a break. Before I fill this back up, I'll duck inside of one of the houses here. So for folks that are new to the stream, as I think there might be a few people new here today, I take a break once an hour. I just pop away for 5 minutes, reheat my coffee, grab a drink. You should too. Grab a friend, let them know that we're live. I will be right back. Now we just grab some more dirt. I think I'm going to bring my stone back as well. Unless I have that out there already. Looks like I have that out there already. Stone, bone meal. I don't think we need anything else. Let's just do this. For now. Rather than risking a crash, let's trade out the shulker box. Be really nice when we get these farms all filled in. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, GrandpaCrafter. We're just about there. Oh, might as well collect the last little bit up here. Free stuff. More river reshaping? Yes, indeed, Elkhorn. That's what we're up to. We're almost done with the reshaping, actually. It's just gonna be a lot of bone meal, I think, coming up. But we're at the point where it disappears around the corner. I think the only thing I might have to do after this is just travel south a little bit and reshape some of the spots that I've missed. The river actually gets quite small as it goes behind the potato farm. So we'll have to see. I don't think I have to make it any bigger. I hope not, because that's just more work that I really wanted to do. And sometimes you just have to kind of lean into what the natural landscape is giving you. It looks like the river gets a little bit more shallow as it goes that way, so I'll kind of lean that direction as I'm sculpting things out here. See, here it feels like you might as well just make the whole thing flat right across here. Yeah, I think that works. Add a little bit more along here. Cool. And then it kind of does its own thing over there. I don't think I need to change anything over there. I don't remember if we can see that. I don't think so. Cool. That takes care of that. Again, I'm pretty sure we can't see any of that yellow sand. Grab the bed. Oh, missed a spot. Looks good to me. We'll have to fix that later. So this is more of a lake than a river. It gets narrower as it goes around the corner here. It is pretty cool when you connect rivers and you smooth things out all out. Like if it was more of an RP server, then we could totally just get around by boat, right? It would be pretty cool. It's just, it's so much work. And once you realize how easy it is to get elytra in the game when you start a new world, like I'd be more inclined to just get elytra than build like a boat network. Obviously missed a little bit along here. Ah, this isn't done at all. Has this been shaped at all? I don't know if I've done this side. It looks like I tried. Not very well. I'd say I probably intended that to be rocks, maybe? Yep, we're going to need some logs and some kelp. That was the thing I meant to bring back. We'll get that now. I think it's in here. Nope. There's the kelp. I didn't realize how shallow it got right there. We might have to do something special with that. Coarse dirt. Oh, that's a speed potion. This is our last water breathing potion. We'll have to go get more. Logs. Meant to bring logs. And there's another one here that's right in the water. I always like this kind of stuff. It's fun little additions, I think. I guess I should have brought more stone too. So for something like this, I'll probably just take a little bit off here. All right, these are coming off right now. And that way we can widen the river a little bit just by adding in a little bit more of that. Maybe we'll take this away too. Something like that. And then I guess I'd probably fill this in. That feels natural. And then along the back here, I guess we'll do the coarse dirt thing. It's obviously what I had planned because there's space for it. All the way over to there. I'd say we just fill this in. Yeah, there are not very many spots where the river is only 2 or 3 blocks deep. Kind of unique. All right, so there's definitely some spots here that need to be filled in. Did I bring a bucket? I did not. And I think we're good. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of this already. Looks like it, even like a really wonky custom tree. That'll have to be fixed somehow. And we'll make that look pretty. Missing a couple of bits here. Oh, right, this part. Okay. That looks like probably something I did on purpose. Just not very well. And then it goes back to normal curves all the way down. Like custom stuff starts there. So, okay. Signs Joel has been here. Tree going at a 90-degree reality at one point. Yeah. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. I guess I just didn't want to get rid of that tree. I feel like the idea was probably to do something more with it later on. Yeah, like I didn't even use these blocks, right? I'm sure I will figure it out. The idea of probably being something that you can see from one of these vantage points. It's probably something from up here at the other farm, maybe. It looks cool if you go to look at the waterfall and there's like a custom tree there. So we could be doing something like that. That is a whole other project I'm not thinking about right now. All right, I'd say the reshaping, I want to say, is done. Yep. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through and put down some rocks and points of interest, I think. So we'll just go to the different places where it makes sense to have stuff like that. So right here, I obviously feel like there should be something kind of down here in the middle of the lake. And from sitting here, I'd want it to be something you can see. So I'm thinking like right around that spot right there. Feels like a rock. Yeah. And I'll get a bucket somewhere. There it is. And then maybe we'll add, already a rock here. Maybe we need to add a little bit more to it. Sure. feel like there needs to be something else over there too, so maybe we'll put in a couple of small rocks. We've got this here. Kind of have a sprinkling of rocks over this way, maybe. Do I still have coarse dirt on me? I do. Elkhorn95, thank you for being awesome. Didn't even catch what was going on. I think I'm going to have to go get some more potions. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this very efficiently without them. Too much underwater thinking involved. I appreciate it, Elkhorn. Yeah, it's a little bit, sometimes I'm not as on top of the chat. I think some of it comes from just having a really, really good community. Like, more than 9 times out of 10. I want to say like 95 times out of 100. Everyone here is just awesome. And I don't have to worry. All right, we're going to need that. So we'll put some of this stuff back. Gravel. I'm a little bit low on gravel. I might actually check to see if I have gravel in another area. I'll bring this with me and that. Like an extra shulker. That should be all we need for now. Yeah, we need to go get some more water breathing potions. It's a good time to check the river work too to see if we've missed any spots that need just a little touch up. But I mean, so far, what I'm seeing from here, right, like even that little peak there looks good. So I think we've accomplished what we set out to do. I'm really looking forward to finishing this path up too. I think it'll help make the area feel more complete. And since we've started this path, there's been more blocks, like rooted dirt was added, packed mud was added since we did this path. Well, this path is done. I'm not going to change this, but the part that goes down the hill, I think is going to be good. Yes, roughly 2 hours. Elkhorn. Not sure who's live today. I think the Hermitcraft people are doing some streaming this weekend. Sliced Lime was live yesterday when we wrapped up. Thank you, much appreciated. This should be a pretty simple trip to just get some more potions. Gravel, perhaps in the modern city. I might pop down there and see. Water donation. Actually, I should check to see. Does anything need water bottles? They're all pretty good. Refilled and ready to go. I should probably drop off some ingredients soon. I don't know that I have that many pufferfish. Gravel in the nether. I might have some gravel in the nether here. Oh, there was some there. Mostly sand. This is a... I'm not sure whether I should keep this storage area or whether I should just repurpose this for other things. And just a little bit of gravel. Alright, where else would there be gravel? Check the silo in Dartmouth Meadows. I know I've already stripped my original farm of all the basics. But one of the ideas we had when we first started the server was setting up a block silo where people could just dump stuff they didn't want, like diorite and granite, whatever. Because early on, when you're dealing with limited amount of chests and stuff like that, it just becomes a real pain to deal with everything that you have to store. And so we've got this group silo here, and it's hidden inside the water tower, so it's a functional decorative part of the farm, but then also inside is where we keep the blocks. And I don't know that gravel is even a thing that we have here. Maybe not. Lots of cobble, lots of stone. No, I guess there's no gravel in here. Okay, well, that's fair. Next place would be the modern city. That's probably where I have most of it, because I've been making concrete over there. That's probably where we'll get some. I always try to make like a decent trip. You know, if you're going to come all this way to get stuff, then you might as well at least have a couple of things in your inventory that you want to grab. Don't think there'd be any sand in the desert, so we'll just head back to the modern city. If I have any, it's going to be in the bank. It'll be easy to get to. This place will be interesting. Maybe I'll sleep while I'm here, because it is not very well lit up outside. That is diorite. Not gravel would be here. Looks like probably not. Oops. The only other place I can think of would be my swamp, but I'm pretty sure I've emptied it out. We'll check it just in case. Well, that's good to know I've got some gunpowder here. All right. I guess we have to go check the swamp. I don't think there's any other place here. Oh, I forgot to sleep. No, I think because of the amount of concrete that we make, right? For lots of bone meal. Yeah, because the roads are concrete. So the road texture out here, all concrete powder. So this takes up a lot of concrete. I really can't wait to fix this data pack issue so that we can start to have normal looking walkthroughs again. We'll pop back into the nether quickly and go to my swamp, but I don't think I have any there. I'm pretty sure that we were collecting gravel from the desert for the swamp, so we'll see. So this would be the closest thing I have to a bunch of farms all in one place. And I'm looking to do something similar, but with more of a solid theme when I do the sci-fi build area. Because this has got a slime farm, it's got a witch farm underneath the purple dome, it's got a mine. That's why I think I might have some gravel here, is because I've got the bulk storage in the mine. But gravel is up there. Nope. Nada. That's what I thought. I really need to set up like a piglin bartering farm so we can get some gravel. It would be nice if we could make gravel. It would too bad the crafter can't make gravel. I guess with the crafter you could always do like a custom data pack recipe and just kind of crush cobblestone in the gravel somehow. It's not like I have no gravel. I'm just, you know, we're just at the tail end of a shulker box, and I think that's all I have. Brand new watcher, love how chill the stream is. This is a multiplayer server. It's just that there's only 4 of us, and only 2 of us play regularly. But yes, it is a multiplayer server. Yeah, I guess we'll just go back. Feel like piglin trading is the gravel replacement route. Yeah, that's fair. We actually have, our server is so old that we have gravel bottoms on some of our oceans. So there's a spot. Where is the... Did I go through the wrong portal? No. Here's our mining desert. You can see it's been pretty much wiped clean. All of this, you can see there's a light down there. That's all gravel ocean. So it's very easy with a potion and a shovel to go get an absolutely ton, like a ton of gravel. You can see there's a lot more sand been removed. And then somewhere, I don't think it's on the map since we reloaded the server, but somewhere over here there's a gravel mountain that's been ransacked. Whoops. Because I'm probably going to need some gravel for like road textures in the future, so it's going to go pretty quickly. Oh yeah, there's a lot of sand. A lot of sand. That's where a lot of the sand for the modern city, like all that concrete. There were some rivers and stuff that we got rid of, but a lot of the sand from that desert. There's a lot of glass in the nether. There's a lot of glass in the modern city. So even the sand that was available in the rivers of the modern city was not nearly enough. Between concrete, glass, concrete powder, like there's a lot. Plus we have to put TNT together for the sand, for the concrete maker. I've actually opted for using manual concrete crafting with like a small, like not an auto crafter, but like you kind of sit there with both mouse buttons clicked and you're good. I didn't actually look when I was coming down the hill. Feels a lot smoother. I like it. All right, can put some of this stuff away. That. Get some coarse dirt. Regular dirt. I feel like we need another little rock down here. Oh, that might be a little bit close. Maybe we'll push it over this way. And I just kind of eyeball this. I don't really have a rhyme or a reason for a lot of it. I just kind of muck around. And with this coarse dirt, I'm just hoping for one of the ones that has like a pebble in it to show up. Sometimes it's easier done than not. Sometimes it's just straight up annoying. There we go. All right, so the next one was somewhere over here. There's going to be either a fishing wharf or some sort of fishing net thing. And I don't know that I'd want a big rock right there. If anything, I think it should maybe be over here. And then maybe we'll add some gravel around this one. Maybe we'll just take this out here. I think maybe we'll add that. Sure. And then I'll get rid of this. I've got a funny feeling the slope of the river here is probably going to change depending on what I decide to do with that wharf idea. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Jackie Brooke, hello. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh, got dark. Get the stuff. Been a lot of people building with villagers lately. JPrice, I feel like I've seen a lot of the hermits messing around with villagers. I'm so glad that I've not had to spend much time with villagers. They're probably one of the least favorite things for me about the game. Alright, so I like that. I feel like we've got a decent amount to look at from here. We can probably grab some more of those logs. See, a couple of trees we planted have grown up across the river. So we can use these to make them feel a little bit more permanent. That salmon just jumped out of the river. Those are all good. Got a really big rock there. I guess we'll keep that. Yeah, like that. I don't know if there's going to be anything here, but this sort of feels like it might be a spot where you'd want to look across and see what's going on, but there's already a rock there. I think this just needs a little bit of shape change. Maybe we will give it a layer here. I knew that was going to be a thing. Oh, I've got a real problem up here, don't I? of that kelp. See if we can fix that. Fixed. Yeah, this is a weird shaped rock. I think maybe I've just made it too big. And I think I've mentioned this before, but they don't feel as good if you don't make them blocky. Like if you almost need to think about them in 2x2 blocks instead of one block sections. Yeah, let's chunk this away. That's a little bit better. They're locking their villagers in before the patch takes effect. Ah, that makes sense. I'm thinking about adding the crafter to the Citadel with a data pack, the same data pack that they use on Hermitcraft ahead of time. It depends on when I finish up here in West Hill and when I want to start the sci-fi area. I really want the crafter for that. And I don't want to have to wait. I don't have to build something and then wait for it to actually be a thing. So I think we're good here. Let's pop over this way. Feel like a lot of this is good. I don't want to get too much into the cliff side here because that'll just be forever. We just have to deal with the fact that this is not going to be the most attractive cliff around. See a tree that we can make a little bit nicer though. Oops. Some of these hills might have decent gravel deposits in them too. And then there's more spots along here that need some kelp. It's a lot of bone meal, but it's probably the easiest way to fix the water. I don't hear any running water anymore. Good. We'll get lots of extra kelp, at least. Now, this is another spot which should have, I'd say, something cool to look at. Maybe we will throw a rock right here. I've always felt this transition was a little bit awkward. Oh good, the wandering trader. Said no one ever. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. It's a little big. Maybe we need to shave this part down. A little bit better. Just a simple little rock there. And then obviously we'll do some more landscaping and stuff as we do these points of interest along the way. This looks like it's all coarse dirt. It's pretty good. Oh, right. The weird tree. So here we could do something cool and maybe have some stones. So maybe what I'll do just to kind of remind myself is make the edge here stone. Just the way that the river runs. We've done some stuff like this before with the other waterfall. Do I have that bed on me? I do. Yeah, the crafter I think is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play with. So this is more of me just kind of roughing in an idea to come back later and work on. You can sort of see how that could look really cool if we kind of took that sculpture and made this so like it wasn't a one big blue waterfall, but if it was like one stream that maybe split into like 2 or 3 little small ones. Eventually having like just 3 little spots to empty at the bottom. That could look pretty cool. And I don't think we need any features under the water because it's such a small area. And we've got this thing here too. If you want to throw some options in the chat, Elkhorn, for potential raids, that'd be great. Thanks. We've also got, that's got a thing there. I don't think we need anything along here. We've got some gravel here already. I'll do that when I do the bottom. And there's gravel there. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think I want to get into too much more. Got some weird choices over here. Don't mind that. It's kind of cool looking. Just needs to be a little bit more sparse. Don't know about this one. Yeah, good. Just a little bit of stuff that's been forgotten here. Yep, and then that's all custom and finished, I think, around the corner. Cool. Having splits like that is nice. I like having the texture on the waterfall explain why it's a particular spot. Oh, for sure. So one of the things I've done down here, this was completely like made by me. There was no natural water here at all, but I took the time to try and create something that looks like it would be the drain off from the marsh. And I think it worked out quite well. It looks better from farther away, obviously. Oh, took those off. Yeah, I think it works quite well. And I like that you can see that from just about everywhere. Very cool. All right, well, that takes care of that phase of reshaping the river. So what we'll do the next time I stream, which right now is scheduled for Thursday, will be going through the bottom with bone meal, adding all the seagrass, some kelp. We'll probably throw some azalea bushes down there in some areas that we want it to be specifically groomed, I guess, or areas of interest. Probably at the base of this, there'll be some decoration, probably near the farm dock or like little watering hole there. We'll have some decoration. I'm really not going to do much around this point. This is just there because that's where the river went naturally. Very odd shape for the river in Minecraft the way it was generated. This is all 1.16 generation, so it was before the Caves and Cliffs update. So if I have time, I might do a little bit of work on this cliff, but I don't want to lose too much effort into it. This will all just be vegetation and stuff. I think the only time it's going to get kind of complicated in terms of some of the custom stuff I want to do, there is this kind of large kind of flat ledge area that I want to be very lush. I might even have some bushes and stuff peek up, have like a bush like there and waterlogged, just kind of make this look like a bit of a denser area. Same thing with right across the lake there, because there's that path that we come in when we enter. I'd like to have that have some like drip leaf and that kind of thing. We'll probably make this a little bit nicer as well. And then all of this shoreline will be done. This is already finished, so that's good. And then it's just a matter of, again, hitting all this with bone meal. So there's really not that much left to do. I would say I could probably finish it in another stream as far as the north part of the river goes. And then we have to tackle the town section and then the south section. Although the south section is really short, because once it goes around the corner here, we're done. Like there's just no reason to go beyond that point because you can't see it from town. So the town section is going to be the bigger section as far as the west bank. But this is one of the larger areas, and we've pretty much got it done. Again, I might throw in another point of interest here because of the bridge. Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll probably put something there, like a rock or something. And there might need to be something over here just because from the bridge, it looks a little dull. And then from this vantage point, we also want to make sure that there's, yeah, there needs to be something over there. Probably another rock. It won't matter that, like, you can't see it from over that side, but I want to be able to see it from this side. And then, yeah, we'll probably have something in that vicinity there. Not that people are necessarily stopping on the bridge, but from here, I'd like there to be something of interest. Plus, when you're on this little dock, it's always good to have something to look at. Oh, and we'll do the undersides of these and make them look like they've got cobblestone and stuff piled up for support. So yeah, probably something right there too. But really simple. Like this is not going to be something that takes a long time. So folks, if you want to check out a podcast about Minecraft, we'll be recording a new one tomorrow with Pixel Riffs. We do the Spawn Chunks podcast every Monday. Check that out wherever you listen to podcasts, including YouTube. It gets recorded and published on Mondays. So every Monday there's a brand new one. I also do the Citadel Cafe podcast, which is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Also available wherever you get your favorite podcasts. They're both free. I would encourage you to hit subscribe. And then check them out. Let us know what you think. We are like a podcast that takes listener email. If you are emailing the Spawn Chunks, please don't use the website form. I need to go take it down. It's not working. Just use spawnchunkmail@gmail.com. That's the best way to grab a hold of us. You can also check myself out on social media. Joel Duggan, very easy to find. And I, of course, Joel Duggan here on Twitch. I mean, I'm assuming you're following already. If you're seeing this later on YouTube, then the VODs for this entire build, all 3 years of it, are on YouTube. That's Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. And it's been a lot of fun to do this. I really appreciate the company this afternoon. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned a few things about what I'm trying to do in the area. We're going to pass you along to Short Zelda. Always a good time. Probably playing some modded Minecraft. They're usually doing some Vault Hunter type stuff. But we'll pass you along to Short Zelda, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.